over is the list. Up here at the top of the screen, you're going to see your menu bar with the different modules available in the system. The list section is where we store all the data from your previous system. So a list of your existing customers, suppliers, vendors, and your product list will all be shown here for you to reference. The icons on the screen allows you to look up existing items in the system and also create something new. You'll notice that there is a plus sign for each of these icons. If you click on the plus sign, it will take you to a new entry page. This is the customer entry page. You'll notice all the labels for all the different data that you can store. There are a few red fields here. Those are mandatory fields before you can move on and save the customer. Depending on your access rights, you may or may not see some of these fields. Accounting controls, credit controls, customer login, and things like that are all set up on different privileges. Once you add a customer into the system, you're able to search for them in the list of your customers. This shows you the basic information about the customer. And if you're wanting to see more detail, click on the name. This will open up the customer detail page where you can reference all of their information. At the top right-hand corner, you'll notice some icons here. This allows you to print the customer statement and also email the data to the customer. All of the emails go out as a PDF attachment. This is your edit. If I click on this, it will take me back to the entry page. This is your action button. Depending on what type of page you're looking at in the system, you have different options there to pick from. You're able to make this customer inactive, duplicate the customer record, or if you have the add-on module, set them up as a consignment location. The last icon is for reports. We show a handful of the reports that pertain to this customer here. At the bottom of the screen, you're going to notice some tabs. These tabs allow you to view information that is stored in other parts of the system without having to go to that specific module. So I would be able to see some of the customer information here under the AR tab and recent receipts. If this customer had anything, they would be listed here at the bottom, and all those are dynamic, so you can quickly click on the invoice number or the transaction number and go to that detail. You're able to set up multiple contacts for a customer. You can add them here on the right-hand side, and then they will be listed here on the left-hand side. Any default charges can be added here, such as a delivery fee. Special pricing, if the customer doesn't fit into a specific tier that you have set up in the system, you can say what product they should get the special price for, and even the start and expiration date for that price. A few of the tabs pertain to pre-sales and sales that this customer has open. So any quotes that this customer has will be listed here. Any holds, sale orders, and if they've been invoiced for anything. Depending if they have sale orders open, you might see those in the pick ticket or packing list stages here under those respective tabs. And two tabs you're going to see throughout the entire system are Files and CRM. Files allow you to browse your computer and upload a document and save it in the system. You're able to add notes to that document and also select it and email it directly from the system. The CRM is your customer relations module. You're able to add conversations, notes, discussions that you want to store here on the right-hand side. And so they'll all be listed here on the left-hand side for you to reference. This is good to use and refer back to if you're not the primary salesperson working with the customer and you want to go back and reference what has been told to them in the past. You can be very specific with this and tie an item to it and log a price. So there's no question what was discussed. The other thing that goes along with the CRM is the events calendar. You must assign this to a particular employee and schedule a date and time for it to show on the calendar. Once you add the event, if you go here to the top right-hand corner of your screen, you're going to see your name that you're logged in. And if you click here and click on Events/CRM, it will take you to where all the CRM events are listed. There's a couple of different views for this information. The first two tabs are in a list view. All events are showing all of the employees in the system and their events. My events would be just your events that you're assigned to. The last two tabs are for a calendar view. So again, the event calendar will show the entire company, and my calendar will just show my events. You also notice that there's a tab here in the middle for a new event that allows you to add them directly into the system there. Another handy part of this CRM section is this bubble here at the top of the screen. If you have any events that are not marked complete yet, you're going to see that here. So if I had anything assigned to me that I need to address, I would see 1, 2, 3 different events for me. Let's go back to the list section. If I want to start a new supplier or a new vendor, I could come here and click on the plus sign, or I could click on the picture of the icon and go to the respective lists. All of the lists, you're able to narrow down the list here. Basically, any of the headers that are set up in these list pages, you can search by. And we also have an advanced search here, which allows you to search for multiple parameters at one time. And any list in the system you can export to Excel or print directly. The lists are set up on pages for loading purposes, so you can scroll to the next page to view more information. Let's take a look at the product catalog. The product catalog is your master list of products. We have some classifications for those products. Stock, which means that you carry the material most of the time. It doesn't mean that you generally have it right now, but just something that you have on hand usually. And the non-stock is for special order items that you're going to have to purchase out of a catalog. Custom, just a handful of our customers use this feature. This is if you're purchasing materials and then breaking it into something new, and so you're going to be creating your own type of product. It's not going to be something that you're purchasing from a supplier. So I can search by either one of these categories. If I click on stock, it will take me to a list of all of my stock items. I do have a tab here on the far left-hand side for all, so it would include all my stock, non-stock, and custom products. So again, I have a list page here, and if I wanted to view more information, I can search for the material, find the material, and click on the name. And it will take me to the product detail page. So on the product detail page, you'll see all the information about the product, reorder levels, their inventory balance, and their selling prices here in the middle. Again, here at the bottom, you'll see some tabs. You'll see your inventory, special pricing, which you can set up a customer here on the right-hand side. You can enter in your supplier price sheets, so you can reference those when you go to do a purchase order. You'll see any quotes or holds that this material is on, any purchase orders that it's coming in on, The web section is if you have the Website Connect module, you're going to be able to view if you've selected this item to be viewed on the web and also what the description is. In Transit will show any packing lists that you have entered for this material. And then those two default tabs, Files and CRM. In this version of the system, you can have up to 100 pricing levels for a product. So if you have more than that, you can click here at More and see the rest of them listed. So all of the list items here are set up the same way. They're all going to have a list page that you can search for that particular item in, and then click on the name of it to go see the detail. One new feature in our version is the associates here. These are basically third-party vendors involved on a sale. So an architect, a designer, a general contractor, you're going to be able to set up here, record a list of them. They're never going to be billed for any item in the system, but you can record what sale that they're a part of.